everyone, Semi-Retired Bob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today, I'm at the Henry Doorley Zoo in Omaha, Nebraska, with Carrie from One Adventure at a Time. So Carrie,
yes.
You and your husband have been doing the carnivore diet for a while now.
About a month.
Can you sum up what's been going on for the month in about a minute or so?
Dave's has a little more willpower than I do. He has had great success in about 1 month's time. And as you would say, the side effect is, I think he's lost 20 pounds. But he has some health issues that have cleared up. And we've tried lots of other things, and the carnivore diet seems to be helping.
Yeah. See guys, it can work for everyone. It may work more for other people, but it will work to some extent. We'll see a lot more of the zoo today as we go. We just got into the jungle, so we have a lot more to do. And if you're interested in the zoo, I do have an entire zoo series of videos on a playlist on my channel. Those dark shapes with like the orange yellow spots on them look like rocks, but they are actually called the river stingray. So those are actually stingrays. I think that's kind of cool. Here we're into the next section of the jungle. You can see that there are, well, more monkeys. I don't know exactly what kind of monkeys they are. But as you come around, you can see that big fella hiding behind the tree there. And up here somewhere, there's a sign, and I'll tell you what that animal is. That animal is called a Malayan tapir. And there's some more monkeys from this angle. For those of you that have been following my channel for a while, you will recognize this waterfall we're coming up on, because I have a video on my Instagram plus one of my shorts is of this waterfall, but we'll see many more today. This is just the one I filmed, what was it, 5 years ago, right after my heart surgery. I filmed this waterfall. Here's the monkey tree from the other side. Again, I think they're actually gibbons, but I'm not going to swear to that either. But this is just the first section. There are actually 4 sections of different habitat jungle here in the jungle itself. You can see that that big tree there is a support. That's actually fake. But all of the other trees in here and all the vegetation is real. And there you see a big wall of, most people would just say bats, but this is actually called the Indian flying fox. Hang upside down and feed on the juices of ripe fruits, like mangoes and bananas. Bats chew the fruit to extract the juice, spit out the pulp, and move on to the next bite. The fallen pulp is broken down to return nutrients back to the soil by decomposers. What we were doing earlier was called the canopy trail, which is just a walkway that goes above. And now we are down here on the lower trail, and there's a bird right there. I have no idea what kind of bird it is. If I was a naturist, I could probably tell you, but I can't. And it's going to be limited filming down here because there's a lot of kids, and that's a lot of blurring out work I have to do. We all know how much Bob loves to edit. There we have pygmy hippopotamus. You never know what you're going to see in here. There's supposed to be a turtle in that last section, but we never did spot him. But the pygmy hippopotamus are sitting right there where you can see them. We saw the pygmy hippopotamus from up above, and now we're seeing them from down below. How about that, folks? I told Carrie this was like a trail back here. I've never actually been over here because I couldn't navigate this before. But you step on the rocks, and then they've got some stairs carved over here so that you can get up here into the corner and get a really close look at the waterfall. Now the reason I'm showing you me navigating these stairs down and crossing the rocks again is because if you recall, I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes without severe pain. And now I'm out here navigating the trail like this. Granted, it's the zoo, so it's not supremely challenging, but it would have been impossible 17 months ago. There's some more waterfalls. There's some monkeys up in the tree there. I'm sure they're not monkeys. I'm sure they have a specific name, but I don't know what everything is. And down there, we have a porcupine. This is just the first 5 minutes of the zoo. This is going to be a great day, folks. We have exited the jungle. We're heading over to the aquarium next. It's not really any warmer out here than it was when we got here, but it feels much less cold after being in the heat and humidity of that jungle.
Feels good.
It's really nice out here now, because that jungle, well, it's a jungle.
He's never had to do that. Madison.
You guys ready? No, we're going this way, Milo. This way.
Okay, you ready? Madison, are you ready?
I like the purple ones. They're pretty. Aren't they so pretty? See the shrimp?
This is one of my favorite tanks because this is actually living coral. And you can see the little shrimps hanging onto the glass right there. If you watch, you can see that coral right there moving. That coral is moving. It's alive. That's not moving because of the current, maybe some, but that is living coral. Here's the penguins. I'm not right up next to the glass because there's a bench back here and I needed to take just a quick sit down. I'm certainly healed a lot, but I'm not that healed. But the interesting thing that you can find out about this is that there's actually a webcam tied inside this cage somewhere, and you can log on to the Omaha Henry Doorley Zoo website and watch the penguins from where you're at.
Where are you going, Jason? I know, he's just hanging out. Oh, look at those guys.
Stingray just hanging out on top of the tunnel. And there's a couple of big fish over here just kind of hanging out on the floor. There's an active stingray.
Zebra shark. Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to put that award-winning photo up.
And then here we have some clearer jellyfish. They're a little harder to see, but they've got the light set just right in here so that you can still see them.
These are moon jellyfish.
They like you.
For those of you that have been following me since the very beginning, you will recognize this tank as where I took that only award-winning photo I've ever taken. And it was of these jellyfish.
Oh, damn it. Why have we not noticed that? Did you notice that? Did you notice
And here's why I won't have this species on my property in the desert of West Texas, because this is not an American desert. Every plant in the desert has thorns, so you need to be careful, even when you're just walking through the desert dome in the zoo.
I think that one might be blind.
This is for you, Rick. I had to get a little film of some kind of a duck. I don't even know if it's actually a duck. I'll see when I get to the sign.
Cape teal.
See, he does actually move. It's not a statue. It's not a stuffed animal. It's a real animal. He's just very calm, standing there, posing for the camera. Hi, buddy.
You saw two?
I bet there was more.
These are called dwarf mongoose.
That's just not right.
And guys, that right there is exactly why I'm going to put mesh skirting around my trailer when I get down to Texas. Because I don't want to come out some morning and find that underneath my trailer. One of the few things you can actually see down here in the Kingdoms of the Night, Egyptian foot baths. Unfortunately, it's that time. These two have to hit the road. We got done with the zoo, but I had to come back by and say bye to my buddy Rudel, because he is my favorite dog in the country.
It's like, my buddy's back and he's going to throw the ball for me, just like yesterday.
Okay. One time, but not very far.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's what he's been waiting for.
And just before they go, I'm not going to give you a whole van tour because I have no idea how clean or messy their van is. But I'm just going to shove my camera inside real quick, just to show you kitchen, bedrooms up there behind Dave, storage up top. They built all of this themselves. And they've been living this for 5 years now?
Yeah, it's about ready to start year 6.
About ready to start year 6. So if you haven't found them yet, they are one adventure at a time on YouTube. They've got some great stuff. They do primarily boondock camping, which means it's free camping. And if you follow them, you'll find lots of free camping spots to go to around the country.